their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense takes the field. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Blair. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Boise State Broncos offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them. But, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And that's a live ball. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare. On his first touch of the year, puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You've got to get ready to go play the next play.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up in the up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. He's up to 49 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. DB's right up on the receivers. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last one.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing... opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field.
Continues to fight for yards. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Jones wants to throw it. They're trying to get to him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Once you get this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
They'll give it to him again. Open space at the 25. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Winston. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Buying some time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Jones to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And Bobby Bowden built this. High-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. He'll just keep slinging it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over James Madison. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Going up top on first down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is. Forget his first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flips it out in the flat. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, going up top. Steps away to find some room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Noles will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Unloads it downfield. He caught it. Touchdown, no! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together.
Snatches it on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and that's... Not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Jones wants to throw it. Coming after him. He's got the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Seminole! Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jones to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's sprinting throwing. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. Delivers the contact. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right back to the well. And the Broncos get the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it.
And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, no! And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Eagles on the scoreboard. They're up by 28 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
He's got his man.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Line gets set, 1st down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling it.
Time to take a shot. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there getting set. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. Jones to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
And the pressure gets to it. Down goes the quarterback.
This quarterback has... all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
He's loose. Inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, the running back has it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out.
And the ball is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UMass put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Minutemen had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll come out throwing on first down, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile.
He tacks on the extra point. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. trying to find his man on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things